Hiya folks and welcome back. Today we have a sequential discovery puzzle designed by Ginosergio that recently was a top 10 vote getter at the 43rd International Puzzle Party. This is Pizzeria Italiana, which has 14 moves to obtain the goal of finding the pizza. And if you ask me, that is a pretty good life goal in general.
Mr. McAllister, here's your very own cheese pizza.
But don't be deceived by its small size though, because it packs several tools into it that are needed throughout the journey. It has a fun and thematic theme throughout, so let's go ahead and solve this thing.
Solve begins in 3, 2, 1.
So where would you begin first if you were solving Pizzeria Italiana? Well, if you've seen many puzzles solved before, it's usually a good start to go ahead and check out any appendage or any piece that juts out of the puzzle, like either of the chimneys. In this case, the chimney on my right will screw off like so. And once you do that, you'll notice that this piece of the roof becomes a lot more loose, but still cannot be removed just yet. The other chimney has some movement to it as well, but isn't coming out just yet. So let's take a look at the rest of the building. We have this door that's held in place, this window that's held in place, but the side window can be removed as it's just held in place by a magnet. And we have this long screw that pretty much runs through all throughout the back of the puzzle. You'll see that there are several holes. We'll get to those later. But if you have good fingernails, you can go ahead and remove this screw as it's not held in place by anything. And now that that screw is released, we can remove this part of the roof that was very loose before, as you see that it was held in place as the screw went through that hole. Now the first thing that you may notice is this red piece right here, and we can easily remove that. Initially, I thought that this was a pizza topping to go on afterwards. I thought this was a sardine, as bad as a pizza topping as that may be, but I guess there are worse ones out there.
Got your pizza for you just the way you like it.
French fries and Oreos. You know me all too well, Deeds.
But then I realized, no, this is actually a red herring. This is a trick. This is meant to distract us or get us away from what we should focus on. But what's really important is what's underneath that. Behind the red herring was part of a pizza pan, or really what's called a pizza peel. That also allows the handle of the pizza peel to come out of this small hole like that. So this does assemble together as a tool that we'll come back to later on. The other thing that removing this screw did is it allowed us to detach this chimney entirely, as it was also held in place through that little hole there. Now if you play with this chimney any, you'll see that the bottom part of this rotates as it is two separate pieces, and when you detach that, you'll see that there is a small magnet held in place that we can use for another tool. Now that we can go through some of these holes, we said earlier there's one at the bottom underneath the door and there are a couple at the back. Sadly, two of these holes don't really do anything. They're just for distraction. I think it would have been especially cool if the hole underneath the door would have been used somehow, maybe to open the door and reveal another tool, or maybe an Italian chef as he's making the pizza, but that's okay. There's quite enough going on with this puzzle already, as you can see with all the pieces. But the hole that matters is the one by my thumb here, where if we stick the magnet inside, you'll see that it goes in just a little bit. But if we take that screw, we can push it back a little bit further so it sticks to another magnet behind this panel right here. But we can't retrieve this magnet. The only thing that we can do is use this screw to go through where it initially was. But when we press in it, that allows us to pop out this side panel or side wall, as the magnet added a little bit of length for us to pop the tool out. And here we see the oven for the pizzeria. And I just love all the different elements related to the theme of the pizzeria. And here's where that pizza peel comes into play that we discovered earlier, as we're going to need this to find the pizza. And I love tools that are related to the solve itself. It really makes a sequential discovery puzzle all the more enjoyable in my opinion. But in this case, we're going to take the pizza peel and we're going to put it at the bottom where the flames are. And when you push in on that, that allows a trap door to come down, and that allows us to get our prize, the pizza. See a nice little pizza with some basil leaves on it, it looks like, but a beautiful designed and themed puzzle with tools and pieces where you have to figure out, do you need this to solve, or is it just added to distract you? So as always, thanks again for watching. Until next time.